Hey guys, it's your girl Miss Jennipher from ohshesaidit.com. I'm coming today with a very simple message. Now, I've been seeing and hearing a lot of people say they're praying for a wife or they're praying for a husband, but I am seeing also with people who are asking for that, and that's what they want. They say that's what they want, but their actions show something totally different. Now, when we ask God for something, we need to get in alignment with what we're asking Him for, or what He has shown us. So, simply put, we've all done this. We need to act like what we're asking for. If we're asking to be a man's wife, if we're asking God to bring us a husband, we need to start acting like a wife. And on top of that, we need to stop doing things that negate what we ask for. If you're praying to God for a husband, and there's a man that you've been kicking it with, but you know that person is not your destiny. You know that's not who God has for you. Stop sleeping with that man. Stop spending time as if you're in a relationship with that person when you know that's not who you want. You know it's not going to work out. You know that's not who God chose for you. Don't waste your time with that. When you're asking God to bring you a husband, but you're giving yourself up to somebody who you know is not meant to be your husband, that's negating what you're asking for. We're going to have to get in alignment with what the will of God requires. And it's the same thing for guys. Guys, if you're saying you can't find a good woman, you're praying for God to send you a wife and a woman who's going to be faithful and be good to you and do all those things that you need her to do. If you want her to be your helpmate, stop running around with 30 different women. I mean, you need to act like what you're asking for. Don't ask God to give you a wife if you're going to still act like you the man. Like, that doesn't fly. Start acting like what you're asking God for. If you want a wife, you need to start acting like husband material. If you want a husband, you need to start being wife material. And ladies, all we really have to do, it's really not that much work for us, because it's not up to us to go after the guy. We really just need to take the time to step back and let God mold us into that woman or that queen that He's calling us to be, because we are royalty. We're His daughters. So all we really need to do is just sit back, live our lives, let God sculpt us and mold us into that person. And as we're going on with life, doing what we're supposed to be doing and getting closer to God, God will bring that person in our way. And with the guys, it's up to the guys to let God mold them as well and to be that person. But we have to stop doing things that negate what we're asking for. And you can love someone. You can truly love someone. And that it's not always a woman's just hanging on to this guy that don't want her, or vice versa. Sometimes two people truly do love each other, but they know they are not right for each other. I've been in position, it's someone I truly cared about and they truly care about me, but we know that we don't work for each other. So to go on as if you can, to go on with someone that you know it's not going to work with, and go on caring for it like you're in a relationship, but you know it doesn't work, that's blocking what you're asking God to bring into you. What if you go to the restaurant and that person is in the way, but you're with this guy that you know you're not supposed to be with? And that's not to say we shouldn't hang out with guy friends. It's not to say that we shouldn't date people. But when you know something is not for you, don't go on as if it's for you. And behave in the way that a wife would behave. If you want to be a wife, act like a wife. If you want to be a husband, act like a husband. Because you don't know where that person is coming from. You don't know when you're going to meet them. So you don't want to be out there wilding out and that person sees you. Because if you don't look like what they want, they might pass you up. So you need to look like, act like, and think like everything that you are asking God for and what you want to be. And that goes with anything. If we want to be a business person, very wealthy, then we need to take on a certain mindset. We're gonna have to start thinking the way that people on the level we're trying to go think. We're gonna have to start doing certain things. The word says that faith without works is dead. So to ask for one thing and continue on in the old mindset, it just doesn't work, guys. We're just going to have to get in line and act like what we want.